Hello, dear Virgos, and welcome to your August 2021 horoscope. The month begins with the Sun and Mercury cosmic conjunction activating your sphere of hidden matters. And Mercury is the planet connected to ideas, communication, thoughts. So here, all these ideas and thoughts will be empowered by the energy of the Sun at this time. And you could come up with some really interesting ideas that could help you to deal with the hidden aspects of your life, with the private sphere of your life. Now, there could be some challenges that emerge at this time as well, because both the Sun and Mercury will oppose Saturn in Aquarius in your sixth house at this time. And oppositions are usually times when we are pulled into both directions. It's like a seesaw effect. So perhaps there is some imbalance happening in your life between the hidden sphere of your life and your everyday life, everyday routine, your work life. And perhaps there are some changes that must be implemented moving forward. So this is what these oppositions could be about. But also communication could be a little bit of a challenge as well, because Mercury is not only in your 12th house, which suggests perhaps a tendency for being misunderstood by others, but also it is opposed by Saturn. So perhaps you might feel like someone is standing in your way or blocking your efforts, or perhaps there could be a situation that emerges at this time. So it's something to keep in mind in these first days of the month. And on the 8th, we've got a new moon in Leo, here again activating your sphere of hidden matters. Now, a new moon is a time of new beginnings. It's the beginning of a new lunar phase. And this new moon is a fixed new moon, so very different energy to the energy of Virgo, which is mutable energy about flexibility, adaptability. Fixed energy is slightly different. So it could be a little bit uncomfortable at first, because the moon will oppose Saturn in Aquarius. And Saturn in Aquarius and the moon will both square Uranus in Taurus. And Uranus is the planet connected to freedom. So if you have been feeling restricted in some way, maybe in your everyday life or in your private life, now during this new moon, you might find some new ways that could help you to move forward with your life, to make your life a more enjoyable experience. So you might be dealing with some closures as well, because the next new moon will be a fantastic new moon for planting new seeds, since it will be happening in your first house. So that's the September one. But this new moon, perhaps you could start something from behind the scene, something that you would want to reveal in the next new moon, for instance. Venus, the planet of love, harmony, balance, will be in your sign until the middle of the month. And this is a great time for making a good impression on others, for pampering yourself. Generally, with Venus in our sign, we feel good in our own body. And it's a great time for giving presentations, or perhaps for having interviews or dating. And on the 15th, Venus will move into your second house, into Libra, and Venus will remain here until middle September. So here with Venus in the second house, this is actually a very beneficial time for attracting money, wealth. And Venus will trine Saturn in Aquarius in your sixth house, and Venus trine Saturn is really great for building a solid base, a solid foundation. For you, this is about security, financial security, and stability in the long term, because Saturn likes consistency, strategic planning. So this is what this trine could be about. And moving on, Mars will be in your sign throughout the whole of the month. And with Mars in your first house, in your sign, you should be really energized. Mars will conjunct Mercury on the 18th of the month. And with this conjunction, it's a great time for putting some personal plans into action. Mercury is a planet of thoughts, opinions, ideas, communication. Mars is about action. Now, it's happening in your sign, in your first house. So this is about you, about your plans, about your goals, your ideas. So great time for making some of your plans, some of your goals a reality around these days. And on the 19th of the month, we've got Uranus turning retrograde in Taurus in your 9th house. So here with this retrograde in the area of life direction, higher education, life philosophy, you might be stimulated to reassess or review your beliefs, your life philosophy, your life principles, but also your life direction, your life mission, perhaps better understand as well where is it that you're heading with your life, and is whatever you're doing now, does it align with your life mission? And the final event of the month I wanted to discuss in this video is a full moon in Aquarius happening on August 22nd. And this is happening at 29 degrees of Aquarius. This is so-called a critical or an anaretic degree, if you will. So the energy of this full moon could be slightly uneasy. And this could be about a situation, a project, relationship that needs to be finished in order for you to move forward with your life into the next chapter of your life. And at this time, there will be lots of planets in a retrograde motion: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. This is a time of some really strong reevaluations of many aspects of your life. A big review, so to speak. This full moon is activating your sphere of everyday life, routine, work. So perhaps there could be some deadlines you might be dealing with at your work. Your health comes into focus, but your sphere of personal relationships could also be activated since it's happening at such a late degree. And on this note, I would like to thank you very much for your attention. I hope August is a good month for you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.